Hello watchers. Welcome to the Recall Lab. Today we will gonna explain a 1999 sci-fi horror movie in which because of a scientific experiment a shark evolves into a more smarter species and then start hunting those scientists. So let's begin and watch out for spoilers. The movie begins where a group of friends were enjoying their holiday on a boat, and suddenly a shark attacked them and accidentally they fall in water. Shark was about to eat them, but then an officer shoots him and stops it. Next day we see Dr. Susan and she was talking with Franklin. He wants to stop the funding for their research that they are doing to solve human brain problem by experimenting on sharks. Because one shark escaped from the laboratory, and if that would have killed those people his company would have lost most of its shares. Susan asks for 2 days' time and said that in this she will find the solution and will make them a huge profit. Then Franklin and Susan went to the laboratory, which was located in the middle of the ocean. Susan introduces Franklin with Janice, who is their marine biologist. She introduced Franklin with everyone and said that we few people works here in holidays and others are leaving for their home. She explains him the lab structure and take him to the underwater lab. Susan told to his friend that today they will test the serum on shark, but he said that we should wait at least for 2 months, but she didn't listen to him. That night Carter told Susan that those sharks are hunting in pairs like wild dogs and they are becoming way more stronger than they should be. So in his opinion they should postpone the test, but Susan said that if we do that then we all will be fired. Next day weather was not good. They take Franklin to their main laboratory where they were about to do tests on the shark. Then Carter went to catch the shark and they attacked him. Other member observed that shark can identify gun, and after seeing gun they swim away from him. One shark destroyed all the cameras, and after seeing this scientists were shocked. Carter deceived them by his swimsuit and shoot the shark and it fell asleep. Carter catch the shark and bring it in the laboratory. They start scanning the shark and then Susan take out serum from shark's brain. They see the reaction of human brain cells in response to that serum and brain cells starts growing again. That means that they finally found the solution. They were happy, but then that shark attack one scientist and eats his arm. Carter found a gun and was about to shoot the shark, but Susan opens the door for shark and it escaped because if shark died their research would have been ended. They ask for help and a rescue helicopter approached the station. They attach the stretcher with the rope and helicopter start pulling it upward. When they all returns back to the lower deck they see that machine stops working and scientists fall in the water. Then shark grabs him and pull the helicopter down and it crashed with the station. After the explosion shark hit the main lab glass with the stretcher. The glass breaks and everyone ran outside the lab. They close the door, but now they are trapped here and there is no way for going up. Water start coming in the station, so they plan to leave with the help of submarines. Then on the way Franklin asked that how can a shark possibly do all this. Then Susan said that they experimentally increase the size of shark's brain which make them more smarter. Carter said that you hide all this from us and now those sharks are hunting us. He blames that Susan used them for their research. Preacher survived after the explosion and tried to contact other members, but he couldn't. Then he sees a shark approaching him and he hid himself in the room and survived. He tries to climb on the table and at that time shark entered the room. He fall from the table and swim towards an oven and lock himself. Shark tries to break the glass and he opened the upper part of oven with the help of an axe. He jump and swim outside the room and throws a lighter towards the oven and with a blast shark died and its body break into several pieces. They all reach to the submarine room and see that it was destroyed because of the explosion. Franklin suggests we should move in water by wearing diving suits and maybe we manage to avoid the sharks and reach to the surface. But they start arguing for another way to go upward. Then Franklin stops them and tell them to not fight with each other and calmly find a way to go upward. Then shark attacked Franklin and killed him. They all got scared and said to wait till the rescue team arrives, but Carter said we cannot wait that long and together they open the door. Water starts coming in from the pool and they manage to close the door. They were moving upward with the help of stairs, but shark breaks the door and water starts coming in the lift area. Carter opens the door of second floor so that they will get more time to move. But then the stairs break and Janice fell in the water. Carter tries to save her, but shark grabs her and kills her. Then after some time Preacher opens the door for them and they all go to first floor and close the door. They plan that they will use the emergency door to go upward. They went to Janice's room and try to find things which they can use. Carter and his friend went to start the pump to remove water from the main laboratory. Susan went to her room to find the research paper for their experiment in which they find the solution. Carter and his friend reach to the lab and they start the pump, but then shark attacked them and killed Carter's friend. Carter swam towards the door and opens it. Then with high-speed water he came outside the lab. And then Preacher helped him to come upward. Then Susan went in her room and found those papers, but one shark was also present in her room. It attacked her and she managed to climb on the table. Then she used electric wire as a weapon and throw it in shark's mouth, which killed the shark. Then Susan joins Carter and Preacher. Carter said we will use oxygen cylinder to deceive shark while moving upward. Then they fill the room with water and start moving upwards. Their plan works and shark attacked those cylinders and they all managed to reach the surface. But then it attacked Preacher. Preacher hit it by his cross and shark leave him. Carter went to help Preacher and they all managed to reach to a safe location. Then shark tries to break the fence to go in the ocean and Susan said that they have to kill him. Carter decided to shoot him and said Susan to connect the wire to battery and then with an explosion shark would be dead. But Carter was not getting a clear shot, so Susan jumps in the water as bait. Then shark smells her blood and attacked her. Carter jumps in water to save her, but shark killed her. Shark attacked Carter, but he grabs his fin and starts swimming with him. Then Preacher stands and tries to shoot the shark. He shoots, but the arrow hits Carter. Carter shouts to connect the wire and then Preacher connects the wire. Then with an explosion that shark died and he sees that Carter is alive. Then after some time they see that a rescue team is coming to save them. The movie ends here.